overjoyed that you decided to make our hillside home yours. It's been an incredible place to raise our family. We've created so many memories, but now all the kids are off to college. It's time for us to move on to our next chapter. When we found this house, it was magical. My husband and I just returned from a trip to the French Riviera. While driving along the coastline there, we pulled into this astonishing coastal town of Saint-Tropez and stayed in this marvelous chateau on the bay, and those 3 days spent were breathtaking. When we came back to San Diego, we decided to explore La Jolla. Driving down into the village from the hills with the views, the lush forested landscape, it began to remind me of Saint-Tropez. We pulled up to this charming French country chateau, and it was love at first sight. The home had plenty of room, and we used all 5,000 square feet of it. With the 4 large rooms upstairs, all of our kids were able to be close to us, and downstairs we had a full bedroom suite for guests to stay, and on his work. I loved the master bedroom. It was large and so warm, with that fireplace and high ceilings. But my favorite part was our tub. I could relax at the end of each day and stare off at the ocean and the coastline, and at certain times of the year watch the sunset. It was magical. The details of the design of the kitchen and the living room were meticulously elegant, just a touch of contemporary style, and the 3 sets of French doors open to the patio and the fireplace out back allowed us to entertain a lot. Plus, everywhere we wanted to be was just minutes away. The village, La Jolla Cove, and Jolla Shores is only a mile away. We could all bike down as a family to the beach or to any of our favorite restaurants. The kids went to one of the most amazing, only a couple minutes away, and living right in the country club neighborhood, Jack could get his golf fix whenever he could, just down the street. This home was perfect, but now it's time to let someone else create a life here.
Hello, everybody. Live here at 7695 Hillside Drive in La Jolla, an incredible new listing that we just put live last week. And so this is the first. We had a couple showings yesterday, but the first live open house. It's going to be a virtual open house given the COVID situation. So a couple things that I want to go through today. Thank you so much for watching the video and leaving your comments. We're going to go ahead and go through a real quick market recap of La Jolla and why this is such a great deal. I'm going to show you a couple of the other comps and what's going on, and then we're going to tour the home live through here, and you guys can ask your questions, and I can go through the house in a little bit more detail or go over things that you have in as more questions as you need. So we do have a secondary camera. That's what's on your second part of the screen there. First off, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go into a quick piece about the market. Now, as you may or may not know, I mentioned this on my market update video earlier in the week, but La Jolla is the #1 zip code in all of San Diego County with homes, zip code of homes, more homes selling than 100, but it's gained 46.3% in appreciation median price point over the last 5 years. That's the top in the county. La Jolla is on fire right now, and just since July, we had almost 6 months of inventory here in La Jolla. Now we have just below 3 months. So the inventory levels have shrunk 50% in just the last few months. So let's go ahead and share the screen really quick and go over the market report, just so you can see how La Jolla is actually faring. Okay, so basically this is the December numbers. The new listings is up 66% from the same time last year. The closed sales from this December 19 to December 2020 is up 68% that's a lot of sales for La Jolla. 42 in just the month of December alone. The days on market is shrinking down to 34 days. The median price point is just below 2.4, and that's up 27% from the same time last year. But the average price point, again, there's a lot of really high sales in La Jolla, so you have a one or two multi like 10, $20 million sales. It will throw off that number just a little bit, but that's up. That number is up 41% from 2019. And here's the bigger kicker: the inventory of homes for sale is only at 104 homes in December. That was down 35% since that same time frame last year. And then the month supply is just under 3%, like I mentioned, and that's 45% where it was lower than where it was last year. Now, this particular property that we have listed, I'm going to stop this. Okay, so now we are back to, okay. Basically, this home is priced at $3.3 million, and it's a little over 5,000 square feet. It's 5 bedrooms plus an office, 2 levels. There's a full bed and bath downstairs, plus an office, plus 4 bedrooms upstairs. So it's a very, very large home. Everybody has their space. The best part about this home is that it's a mile from La Jolla Cove, a mile to La Jolla Shores, a mile into the village. It's really, really a great location, bike ride, walkable, whatever the case, however you want to get, wherever you want to go. It's amazing. If you know La Jolla really well, you know that sometimes it can be a little hard or difficult getting in and out. But for anybody that would be going to La Jolla Country Day or any of the schools down here in the village, it's a great place to be because you're on the right side of the hill. You can be in and out over to school, to Bishop's, basically within just a few minutes. So it's a great location. Right now, the other thing about this home is it's priced at $649 a square foot. And there's only 3 homes that have either sold in the last 90 days or currently on the market that's under $700,000. And if we can go into really quick, show you what else is going on right around this neighborhood. Right up the street, there's homes that are $17 million. So you're right in the neighborhood. You're right in the neighborhood of multi-million-dollar homes. Sorry, I picked the wrong one. Okay, so here's basically the map of the country club and the Hillside neighborhoods, because this is basically right on the borderline of the country club and the Hillside neighborhood. And most of the homes that you'll see in those neighborhoods are selling 3 to 5, even higher, $20 million. And most of them are less square footage, 4,000 square feet. If it's 2,500 square feet, they're in the 2 millions. If it's 5, 6, 7,000 square feet, the homes are usually in the 5 to higher $1 million range. So we're basically right here. You can see there's a $3.3 million listing right. I'm sorry, that's us right here. There's a $2.2 million home that was 2,500 square feet. That's listed right up the hill. You've got a $5.4 million home. And as you creep up the neighborhood here, there's an $18 million home just up the hill. Amazing views though, but you're right in the neighborhood down the street from $20 million homes. Up here, you have a 7, and these ones are, I believe, $5 million. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a tour through the house. And is there any other comments before I go up and start showing? Not yet, but if you have any, please feel free to post them. Give me 1 second to bring in the other camera, and I'll go grab that, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, everybody, hopefully you can hear me. Again, I'm wearing my mask because it's COVID, and we are being extra cautious with inside the home. but hopefully you can hear me pretty well. Let's start at the front door. Basically, the one unique thing about the home here on Hillside Drive, if you know it well, there's usually no parking on the street, but this particular home has 3 parking spaces right in the front, up on the street there, and then you have this nice long private driveway that sits you back off the street. That gives you a lot of area for additional parking. You've got a 2-car garage. You can see the front of the home here. Very beautiful French country style. And like I said, a lot of parking. So, entering through the front door, the one thing I also love about this home is you get into this grand foyer. Nice chandelier, and you're looking right out the back door onto the entertainment patio. I'm going to try to go slowly for you guys here. Beautiful staircase leading upstairs, and as I mentioned, there's 4 bedrooms upstairs, 1 full bed bath down, and an office, which we'll go into in a minute. So here's a wide open dining room and living room. The fireplace has been recently renovated. The whole home, actually, when the seller bought it, he put a couple $100,000 into renovations to modernize the home. All new light fixtures, remodeled this fireplace, new carpets, paint, you name it. They kind of went through and just really updated this place. You got beautiful walnut floors throughout the whole lower level. Let's walk on over to the office. Nice office off to the side of the road, or off to the side of the home here, so it has its own wing. And yes, this is one of my favorite features about the home. No, it's not included, but the owner actually got, this is the certified real lamp from the movie, and he got it in Cleveland at an auction. There was the broken one, and there was the whole one, and he won that at an auction, and is obviously a very prized piece to one of my and my family's favorite movies of all times. Okay, so you'll notice here, just from this perspective, you have 2 beautiful French doors that opened up onto the patio. If you excuse me for just 1 second, I'm going to turn the sound off on the computer outside so we're not echoing when we go out there. Okay, carrying on. I'll go outside in just a minute. So we're going into the kitchen. A nice little breakfast nook here. Bay seating. Nice large family room, enough to even play foosball. And this beautifully designed kitchen. Granite countertops, large island. You do have all the essentials like the plugs and the switches on the other side for the lights up above. Stainless steel appliances. 6-burner range. Beautifully designed backsplash tile. Built-in refrigerator. Oh, double oven. Didn't want to miss that. And again, another set of French doors that lead out to the backyard. Let's go out there really quick before we go through the back end of the home. All the pavers out back here were done by the seller. So very nice, peaceful backyard, very low maintenance, entertainment friendly. And the centerpiece, this fireplace was actually redone by the sellers as well. But just a beautifully done fireplace. It is gas, plumbed at the very bottom there. And you do get some peak ocean views from upstairs, and I'll show you that when we get there. Okay, let's go see the bedroom downstairs. First off, you do have a pantry. Walk-in pantry here. This is the downstairs bedroom with another set of French doors that goes out to its own private patio. Nook for the TV. Got closet space behind me here. Here is the bathroom. Cozy shower. Okay. Moving on. This is the entryway to the garage. It's a 2-car garage, and you have a nice little mudroom area here. You've got a beautifully designed, matching the French country theme bathroom. Good size half bath for all of your guests. Double granite copper sink. Nice little chandeliers and touches on the light just to bring in that old world feel. And then you have another broom closet, if you will, or storage closet that leads down. I'm not going to go down there, but it leads down to what could be a wine cellar underneath the house there. The cellars are using it as storage currently, but could be converted to a wine cellar, additional storage or additional room for whatever you need. Developing photos, you call it. Okay, let's go upstairs. Again, we're 5,000 square feet, a little over 5,000 square feet. Full bed and bath downstairs, office. Upstairs, again, we have the cathedral ceilings. We have the walnut floors all the way upstairs, and we got 4 bedrooms, the master, including the master, and plus a couple of bathrooms. So bedroom number 1, really large bedroom. It's got 2 twin beds in it already, a built-in desk for any of the kids or anybody who wants to use this for an office, or the kids have a station to do their homework, and 2 closets on either side. You got a beautiful view up to the front of the street there. Bathroom number 2, tub and shower combo. Okay. So this will be bedroom number 3. We'll call this the pink room. Also a very large room with a study nook there as well. From this room, you would have a peak ocean view if you trimmed those, the top of those ficus trees right there, about 2 feet. You would actually have a pretty great view of the bay and the ocean and the coastline. You can kind of see the beginning of the coastline there. And this area would actually be some ocean view. Okay, moving on. Before I show you the master, I'm going to show you bedroom 2, which is on its own wing itself. It's a very large room down its own hallway. Here's a very large laundry room with a sink, storage, and more closet space. Okay. All right. This is all closet space on this side. Okay. Going into the bedroom 2, very large bedroom, high ceilings, great design on the vaulting of the ceiling. Skylight. This is a very, very bright room. And from this room, you do actually get to have a little bit of a peak ocean through the trees there. So it's just nice to see at least a little bit of blue water. You know, it's kind of hard to see from the camera, but you can see it right between that palm tree dead ahead. I know it's hard to, I know it's good just to have a nice reminder of how close you are to the beautiful oceans that we have here in San Diego County, especially in La Jolla. So a very large room. You do have a sitting room over here, room for a couch. And this is actually like a Juliet balcony with a spiral staircase that leads all the way downstairs. So you do have kind of a private entrance. It's not as easy for everybody to get in and out, but somebody that can scale the stairs, has a lot of energy, can run up and down. Maybe it's room for a teenager or house guest or something like that to give them their own private entryway. But you do have a shower here, nice pedestal sink, and then you have the toilet on this side, so full bath in this room. Moving on to the master. Now, I can't see any of your questions so far if you guys are posting those, but when I get back down to the main computer, I will readdress those questions, but I'm just going to go through it. The one thing I love about this master bedroom is just the high vaulted ceilings, the beams and the wood ceilings. It's just beautiful. They've got it painted white. Some people might want to refinish those beams and do contrast to more natural wood. You have a lot of options here. Now, this fireplace was updated as well when the sellers bought the home. They added some bookcases next to it, but marble stone facing the fireplace, which is just beautiful. And throughout the house, you have these really nice casement windows that let in a lot of air. You're getting a beautiful sea breeze right off the ocean. And really big room here. And from here, you do have, again, we're trying to look through the window. It's a little harder to see, but you do have some ocean views and the coastline views of La Jolla. It looks, believe me, it's a lot bigger in person than seeing it on the screen here. One last look of the master bedroom. Okay. And then we have the master bath. Beautiful tub, set it on the side, its own little cove, casement windows, and also from here, you actually have the best ocean view, and it's a little more difficult to get there. I'll show with the camera. Let's see if I can get this. It's focusing on the screen as opposed to the, there you go. So I would believe that in the summertime, you could be sitting in your tub, looking out the window and watching the sunset over the ocean. But this is just a great little relaxing nook. Double vanity, water closet, tiled step-in shower, and we have closet area here, and then we have an additional closet right back over in here, but I'm not going to go in there just to respect the seller's privacy. So that is it for the house right now. I'm going back down to the main computer where I can answer any additional questions. And then I want to talk a little bit more about the video that we did, because that was actually a really incredible experience. You know, with COVID, we can't be running actors through a home, and this is a type of home that would deserve the more cinematic videos that we would do, bringing in actors and telling a story visually through like a real life movie. And with COVID, we can't have, the crew, the film crew and the actors kind of running through the house and creating a story. And if they were in the home, they would need masks. So the challenge is, how do you create an amazing, catchy video without without bringing actors and bringing the home and just making it just like a normal real estate video? The answer, I'll give it to you next. Let me set down this camera here, and I'll go back outside. Okay, we are back. in person, you can see my face. I'm outside, so I can take my mask off. Again, right in front of one of my favorite features of the home, this beautiful fireplace. What were some of your favorite parts of the home? I see Mina Fruzi says, love the backyard. Thank you, Mina. Really appreciate the comment. It is a beautiful house. And Kelsey, yeah, I agree. I love the doors. Just being able to open the whole entire home and just get the fresh breeze through the house from the front door to the back door. It's amazing. So anyways, the one thing that I wanted to just leave this off, and thank you all for sticking with me through the is how we did the video, or how the creativity that we try to put into it. And I'm just not trying to toot our own horn here, but I really have to commend our producer and filmer D-Side Franck for the idea and the brainstorming that we had going through the home here, being that it was a French country home. He's from France, and so he actually believes that La Jolla reminds him of Saint-Tropez. And the seller also has quite a few photos or artwork around the home that depicts different areas in France. He's been to France quite a few times. So we're trying to tell a very romantic story to kind of just breathe life into the home. And we made the correlation of how La Jolla is like Saint-Tropez, being that it's a little peninsula, right? And it's just very lush and right on the right on the ocean, and it's a beautiful romantic place. And bringing that old world style and the character into this, we were able to bring in one really key component. Not going to mention his name, but definitely will get I believe they call it FPV drone racer, basically, and he's a drone racing champion. And basically, with the drone, he's so good at it, through virtual reality, he can fly it through the home. So that's how you're seeing a lot of those shots. The drone was actually flying from high in the sky, straight into the house, around different rooms, up in 3 different rooms, and out the window again. And I thought it was just completely mind-blowing. I got a lot of comments on that video, and again, one of Franck's great ideas of how to bring some really amazing content and something that would grab people to keep them watching the video while telling a story that we had to get creative of how to really share that story. So anyways, that was the video that you first saw when we were coming, when we started the show here today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And is there any other questions? Yes, Mina, thank you again. I love the whole house as well. Again, my wife has been saying how much she thinks that this would be perfect for her parents, but hopefully we'll get you guys down here pretty soon. So anybody else have any questions or comments, please leave them below, or feel free to DM me, give me a phone call. But I would love to see your messages right down below. Please share the video to all of your friends. This is an incredible value for La Jolla here, and homes are starting to sell here very quickly. Even at the end of COVID, people are taking the opportunity to move where they feel is most important or the most valuable to them. And a lot of people want to be by the beach. They want to still be walkable to shops and restaurants when those do open back up, or just next to the sea where they can just release. The ocean has a great energy, which I love, and why I've chosen to kind of live by the ocean as close as I can as well. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Again, we're at 7695 Hillside. Leave your comments. I appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.